Hello, I'd just like to introduce a panel which will be discussing a topic on reality TV. To my left is Neve, to my right is Jason and Barry. So,
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Will you now start the discussion, please?
Well, I think Neve should start because she's pro reality
I'm
TV.
pro reality TV. Reality TV is one of my main forms of entertainment. I just think it's really funny. Sometimes I just watch it for the amusement rather than an actual sort of obsessive following. I just think because sometimes the situations that the people are placed into are just so ridiculous.
Yeah. But do you not think that, like, each year it's just the same thing but with just different faces?
Sometimes
It's exactly the same thing year in, year out, but just with different people, but it's still the same format.
Yeah, it depends on the reality TV show you watch. I mean, I guess you could say that of the Kardashians for the amount of plastic surgery that some of them have had. But I do believe that sometimes bringing in new faces makes it different.
Yeah.
Because everyone is different, everyone has different personalities. So you're not going to get someone going to a house, like say on Big Brother, you're not going to have someone go into the house and that has the exact same personality as someone who was in the house the year before.
Previous year. I'm talking about the things like Britain's Got Talent, X Factor, The Voice. I mean, we all pay our TV licence £145. Now, all we're getting is repeats, and alright, you have your Freeview channels, but all these adverts for these are made. This is one of my conspiracy theories, sorry to bring conspiracy theories into it, is by Rupert Murdoch, who owns Sky, has all these amazing adverts on during the breaks, and you're like, oh god, that's amazing, and all I get to watch is all these rubbish programs and all these repeats, and it's almost like you're forced to join Sky because it's either that or you're watching all these silly repeats, even though they may be this year's X Factor. But it's there's just so many things, times you can watch a cute kid with an amazing voice, yeah, that's great. But when you've seen it once, you don't need to see it in and out every year. And they've been going for years.
Yeah. Oh, Barry, could you just jump in here with your opinion, please?
Well, I think talent's overrated. I think that we should be looking more at the mediocrity of life, because that's what we mostly are. We're all plebs really walking around other planets and trying to highlight the benefits of being a star with real talent. I mean, it just makes us all feel inadequate. I don't like watching it.
So almost like a reality TV version of Shameless.
Yeah. You're right, you see, I just don't like to be made to feel like I'm just some small nothing. Yeah, they can sing, well I can't sing. Yeah, they can dance, I can't dance. I don't like it. We should just present ordinary people so we can feel inflated. Like, look at them idiots. I'm alright, but I don't feel alright when I watch talent shows, okay?
I think the thing is though, is that at the end of the day, despite the mansions and the millions of dollars and whatever, the Kardashians are technically ordinary folk. Because when you look at the way they began, their dad, the only reason that their name became known is because their dad was the lawyer that defended O.J. Simpson.
But I thought
and then it went further when Kim Kardashian released her sex tape, or her sex tape was leaked and then it was released.
See, this is another thing. It's all about sex, isn't it? Whatever you watch on TV these days, sex is all the thing that sells it. I mean, look at Love Island. If it wasn't for the sex, we wouldn't be watching it, right? If we look at Big Brother, we're always hoping that something goes on that we get to catch. So really, it's the sex that's selling it, and I just think it's a backdoor route to sell soft porn.
I sometimes think though that it's more the shock factor of who's having sex with whom. It's when an unlikely couple sort of, you know, gets together. That's what sells it, is because people go, I can't believe so and so shagged so and so.
Yeah, but you could go to any pub on a Saturday night.
Neve, can we take the language down, please?
Sorry.
All right.
Apologies.
Well, and you know, I think we all get what Neve's saying, but you could see that, and you know, if you went out any Saturday nights, went into any club, you'd see people getting off with each other. But you know, reality TV. Well, nature programs are reality TV. You know, that's showing the reality of, you know, how animals are in the world. You know, and I love nature programs. I love programs about, you know, anything to do with our planet, because that's where I live, on this planet, and I'd much rather watch a nature program or a history program. And the thing about history is only written by the winners. You know, there's two sides to history. There's and you've got to read both sides, and anything that comes, you know, like on each side comes near to what may be the truth. But you know, like history is only ever written by the people who've won. You know.
By saying that we live on this, that you live on this planet, aren't you basically claiming that you are also an animal? Because biologically we are, so therefore nature programs can count as reality TV.
Yeah, well,
because it's the exact same
I am
process.
a Homo sapien, yes. But
sorry to interrupt. We're going a little bit off topic, I think.
Okay, come on.
So if you can get back on to discussing the reality TVs.
Okay.
I appreciate that the nature programs are reality TV.
Yeah, okay, yeah,
But
that's
I think
fine.
we're discussing the more controversial.
Alright, well, I think I mentioned why I don't like, you know, reality TV programs. It's because it's the same thing over and over, and I don't, you know, I just don't think I think TV licence payers' money should be spent on a bigger variety of programmes instead of spewing out the same programmes year in, year out.
The thing is though, is that I don't know how to word this without being offensive.
And
They are aimed at
fixing
you.
these, yeah.
They're aimed at young people like me.
Oh, right,
Because
okay.
it's the people that are on the screen are the people
Now I
that are
am offended.
How about you, Steve? What do you think about all this?
Well, it's interesting what's been said so far. I do think that reality TV is artificial, and so venturing into the world of nature and history is a little bit off topic, but I certainly think that reality TV is entertaining. That's just what they're in the business of. I think that it shows an aspect of life that an aspect of people and their behaviour, you know, as being an eye-opener for me, because I certainly wouldn't behave in the way that half of these people are willing to behave on TV. I mean, I wouldn't behave like that in private. So, you know, it's in a way it shows the fall of moral standards over the years, and I think the young people of today have got a real bad role model being set up by the media to follow, and I think it's only going to lead to problems further downstream in life for them, because they're going to think that this is the way to be, when in actual fact it's not. It's just entertainment that you're watching, but you're buying it as a reality.
Yeah.
So do you think reality TV is going to last?
I think entertainment will always last, and as long as people get pleasure out of watching people do it, then I think it'll carry on. So that's the reality.
Going on about, you know, just say about my age, you know, my dad told me when there was only like 2 TV channels on when he was, you know, like my age or maybe a bit younger. On a Friday and Saturday night, it was a toss-up whether to go out to the pubs or clubs or stay in and watch the programmes, because the programmes were that good. But, you know, you see the viewing figures now, and there's so many million. But back when there was only 3 or 4 channels, the viewing figures were, you know, like 16 million, you know, like, and, you know, I don't think many reality programmes get that many viewers.
But that's because the viewing population is divided by 2 channels, so obviously the numbers are going to be higher. But these days we've got so many channels on so many stations and so many media distribution, you know, the numbers are going to be smaller.
You've just blown my argument right out of the water.
Also, I mean, to sort of talk about what Barry touched on there. I feel very fortunate. I am very lucky to have had guidance in the parental basis of sort of realising that it isn't real. I know it isn't real. I simply watch it for the entertainment value, because you know, those aren't my role models. I don't want to be anything like these people. They're terrible people, some of them.
But how do you feel about those people who come from families that don't really have that much parental guidance, and they're just watching TV because it's an easy thing to do? They've got easy access to these channels, and whilst they're watching it, it's being presented as reality. This is how they think they should behave.
I do worry for them.
Absolutely. Now you're fortunate that you had the parental guidance to tell you that this is just entertainment, but without that, you'd be lost in a sea of deprivation.
Yeah.
Well, if you can just try and wrap up your arguments now, because we're coming towards the end of the programme.
Okay, now, although I'm against reality TV, I will say Jade Goody, who was in one of the first versions of Big Brother, although when she was presented as a Ditsy Blonde in Big Brother, she came out, unfortunately she died of cancer, but her profile was so high at that point that she's done such a lot to, you know, help cancer awareness, you know, like, you know, so although I'm against reality TV, I will give it a thumbs up for that part.
Right. Steve, you've got anything more to say?
Yeah, just a few lines to say about it really, is that there are some value benefits that I haven't expressed really. It's certainly educational in the way that the younger generation are. It certainly gives me a much better chance of pulling a younger bird. Now I know that's the way they are. So I do feel that I'm grateful for the education.
So we're going to have to wrap up this discussion now. I would just like to thank Niamh, Jason and Barry, and just to say that basically reality TV is probably here to stay. Millions of people watch it and get great enjoyment from it. But as you can see from the panel, it's a bit like Marmite. You either like it or you hate it. And thank you very much for listening. See you next week.